Hello, Jason here. Today we're going to go over what a roof tune-up is, how it helps you, and what it costs to get one done. Back in the fall of 2021, I was introduced to Barbara. I was introduced through a neighbor of hers down in her condo development in King of Prussia. Now, Barbara had already had two other roofing companies come out. She said she kind of knew she needed a new roof because she had the original 3-tab shingle. The roof was 20 years old and her neighbors were all getting it done. She thought she had a 30-year warranty, but she explained that her painter noticed a wet area in the drywall upstairs, but she wanted the roof repaired because she was leaving for Arizona to be with her daughter. And, she had a 30-year shingle. So no roofing contractor would perform a repair because they were not sure where the leak was coming from. Both companies had been up on the roof and found nothing, but left estimates for replacement all the same. Now, knowing this, I took my little telescoping stepladder. I went up to the guest bedroom and popped my head through the trap door and into the attic space. I immediately saw light at the pipe collar. Hallelujah, leak found, right? But I could also see the wet delaminating plywood and rusty nails throughout the roof decking. Now, clearly a new roof was needed to address that. I showed her the pictures, and after seeing the wet plywood, she no longer kind of knew she needed a new roof. She was sure of it. Now, she was a little overwhelmed at this point, understandably, and she was leaving in 2 days. So I proposed this. I would have one of the guys, whose name's also Jason, pop up the next day and caulk the pipe collar and any other areas that she sees. I'd come by at the same time to go over the pics and any details that Jason could give me. After Jason went up, he told me he caulked the collar and all the nails in the ridge cap that had been popping out. So after going over everything with Barbara and reviewing the proposal for the new roof, which we did for her when she got back, but for the roof tune-up, I explained to her that this was no fix, no repair, and I give her no guarantees. However, by the time she gets back, she should have the leak fixed enough to let it air out so her painter could repair the drywall in the closet, bedroom ceiling, and finish all the painting. Now she's no longer overwhelmed. You could see the stress melt right off of her. And after Jason went up and I talked to her, she even insisted that I take $100, which I gave to Jason. After all, he drove out with the big truck and brought out the big ladder and got everything set up and went up. So now this story isn't the perfect example of when to get a tune-up. It does explain how Home Again Roofing began doing tune-ups and inspections. You see, it occurred to me that if Barbara had had that work done 5 years ago, all the drywall damage, mold, repairs, painting, all could have been avoided. In addition to that, she could have saved a couple thousand by not needing to replace all the rotted plywood in that area. Now, we don't know what we don't know, right? But we do know a few things. Now, we experience extreme changes in temperatures here in the southeastern PA town of Collegeville, and all of the other nearby cities from Philadelphia to Allentown in the north and Reading, the Willow Grove in the east, and everywhere in between. We experience subtropic summers and very cold winters. Now, all these changes in temperature create expansion and contraction on your roof that affect several components. And a roof tune-up is meant to address the minor resealing in those areas. In particular, areas that use metal and rubber to seal the shingles to other construction surfaces are most frequently the culprit of those nail pops and separations that cause water infiltration to your home. In fact, it is these areas that fail first and cause the need for repairs or even roof replacement. Now, these areas are metal flashings where they meet your chimney, around exhaust fans, pipe collars, and anywhere where there's venting. With a minor sealing of nail pops in these areas and sealing the small separations of the flashing, we can extend the life of your roof and avoid the risk of extensive damage. And hey, while we're there, it's the perfect time to assess any current or potential issues. We will also conduct an inspection for any interior water infiltration issues that could not be detected from the exterior of your home. For more information on what's included in an inspection and assessment, visit the frequently asked questions section of this site. Now, after the tune-up and inspection, our technician will quickly review the assessment with you, so it's important you be there. Not only will we need your presence for the consent to do the work, but we also want to show you the pictures of our findings and leave you an assessment of the inspection. We do this in person while all the details are fresh in our head. We don't wait and mail it out later. Now, this will also be your opportunity to ask the expert questions. And hey, it's never a bad thing to have the name and number of a roofing company handy should there ever be an emergency, right? Now, most roofing companies and contractors, they don't do roofing repairs. They certainly don't do roofing tune-ups. That's not their thing. However, we're a different kind of company. Because of our long history of service to the community, we know that developing relationships now, before there's a bigger problem, is the best way we know to deliver a high-quality customer experience and save homeowners money. So if it's been a while or you've never had a roof tune-up, even if you're in a newer home and it's just over 10 years old, give us a call and we will come out on the next dry day that we have available. Now, what is this going to cost, right? How much is it? Well, roofing tune-up starts at just $99. And all the peace of mind that comes with having it done is at no extra charge. Now, it helps us to have some basic information about your home before we come out. If your house has 2 or more stories and or has a steep pitch that can't be walked, take 2 or more pictures of the side of your house or possibly at the best place for us to put up a ladder. Text it to us. It's just so we know what equipment we need to safely access the roof and or attic if possible. If your home has more than 2 bathrooms or multiple tiers and levels, or you have more than 2 feet of flashing along the chimney, we may need more than 1 tube, and we use the good stuff. Good stuff costs about $15 a tube, but most homes only need 1, and that's included with the $99. If you have an area that can't be fixed with just a caulk gun or a knife, check out our services section and frequently ask questions for repairs. Now remember, a tune-up shouldn't be used as a repair. Tune-up is maintenance and is most helpful to you before the real problem, if possible. Also keep in mind that it is not necessary to get a tune-up to get a free inspection and assessment. Now if you're looking forward to having Home Again come visit you, the best time for a roofing tune-up can be at the beginning or the end of a season. But we don't know what we don't know, right? So really the best time is usually as soon as possible. So reach out to us in the contact us section right now or give us a call. I look forward to hearing from you.